Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I am going to show you there is actually alternative way how to find the equation of straight line. Okay, before this, you guys know that in order to find any kind of straight line equation, you just use y equal to mx plus c, right? Okay, so today I am going to share with you there is actually another alternative way how to find the equation of straight line. Okay, for let's say for this one, I want to find the equation of a straight line that is passing through the points -5, 8 and 1, -4. Okay, so before I show you what is the alternative way, okay, let's see the previous in our previous class. Okay, I show you the video how to use y equal to mx plus c. Okay, just let's have a quick recall first. Okay, when you want to use y equal to mx plus c, okay, we know that c is y-intercept, m is gradient. So for this case, we need to find the gradient first. Okay, so from the points given is -5, 8, 1, -4. So the formula for the gradient. So how to use this formula? Okay, so m1, the gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so this y2, y1, x2, x1 is derived from here. Okay, so we know that let's say this one we call x1, y1, this one we call x2 and y2. So you substitute the value y2, y1, and x1 and x2. Okay, so we substitute inside here, so you will get -4 minus 8. Okay, so -4 minus 8 divided by 1 minus -5. Okay, so this one you will get -12/6, which is equal to -2. So the value for the gradient is -2. So next, what do? You need to find the y-intercept, correct? So when you want to find y-intercept, we substitute -2 back to the equation. So our equation now becomes y is equal to -2x plus c. So how to find the value of y-intercept? This x and this y is represent for the coordinate, one of them. You can choose any. Okay, let's say we take -5 and 8. We substitute inside here. So y is 8. So -2 multiplied by -5, then plus by c. So over here you will get 8 is equal to -2 multiplied by -5 is 10 plus c. So c is equal to -2. Okay, so when c is equal to -2, m is equal to -2, we take the value of gradient and the value of y-intercept, we substitute inside here, right? So that our equation becomes y is equal to -2x minus 2. Okay, now this is by using y equal to mx plus c. Okay, now I am going to show you there is another alternative way how to find the equation of straight line without using this y equal to mx plus c. Okay, so let's start with the formula first. So the new formula that I am going to give to you is y minus k is equal to m x minus h. Okay, y minus k equal to mx minus h. Okay, before I show you how to use this formula, you need to understand first what does it mean by this y, k, mx, and h. Okay, so first of all, this y and this x is exactly similar like this, y and x. Okay, this y and this x. Okay, so this k and this h is the new thing that you cannot see inside y equal to mx plus c, correct? But m over here, we have also m over here, right? So this m represent for the gradient. Okay, similar like this. same like this, gradient also. Okay, so now the only new thing is this K and this H. Okay, what does it mean by K and H? This K actually represent for Y1. Okay, this H actually represent for X1. Okay, X1. So meaning that Y minus K equal to MX minus H actually can be right also Y minus Y1 equal to M bracket X minus X1. Okay, so but why do I substitute with letter K and letter H? Because some student they get confused between Y and Y1, X and X1. Okay, so to avoid that kind of confusion, I replace the Y1 with one letter K and X1 with letter H. Okay, follow so far? Okay, now how to use this formula. If you compare this formula and this formula, there is no y-intercept inside this formula. Okay, so there is no y-intercept. So how to use this formula? Step by step. Step number 1. Okay, step number 1, what you need to do is exactly the same like you did before. Find the gradient. Okay, so in order to find the gradient, we need to do like this. Okay, so I just take the value of gradient from there. So we know already our value of gradient is equal to negative 2. Okay, so gradient is negative 2. How to show the working? Like this, exactly the same. Okay, this is step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 2. If you look the previous formula, step number 2, what do you do? Find the y-intercept, correct? So but for this case, we don't have any y-intercept in the formula. So what you need to do is identify what is K and what is H. Okay, this K and this H actually can get from the coordinate over here. Okay, negative 5, 8 and 1, negative 4. But you just need to choose one of them. Okay, okay, look let's say if I erase over here. Some student, they, in order when they want to know which one is K, which one is H based on this coordinate, okay, in order for you to not get confused, you can do like this. Okay, if you look negative 5 and 8, this is X, this is Y, right? So which one is H, which one is K? Very easy. You just read the alphabetical in order. Okay, A B C D E F G H I J K. Okay, so which one come first, Adam? H come first. Okay, so we put H for negative 5, K for number 8. Okay, if you look over here, H actually X1. Here, this is X1 actually. K is actually Y1. This is K. H and K. Don't get confused K, H, K. So remember H come first, followed by K. Same goes like this. This is H, 1 is H, negative 4 is K. So you can choose any of them. Okay, choose any of them. Okay, so I already assigned that H is negative 5, K is 8. So what you need to do next is you take the value of 8 and negative 5, substitute inside the formula. Okay, so it's going to be y minus 8 is equal to M is negative 2. Negative 2 in bracket X minus what is H? Negative 5. Negative 5. Okay, so next what you need to do is simplify. Okay, we simplify this one. So y minus 8 is actually negative 2. Okay, negative 2 in bracket X plus 5. Okay, last step, step number 3. Okay, step number 3, you can rearrange, make y as a subject. Okay, rearrange, make y as a subject. So first I want to expand. So when I expand, I will get y minus 8 is equal to negative 2x, because negative 2 times x minus 10, because negative 2 times 5 minus 10. Then rearrange, make y as a subject, so that y is equal to negative 2x, we move this negative 8 to another side. So negative 10 plus 8. So becomes negative 2. So y is equal to negative 2x minus 2. Compare with this one, we got exactly the same answer. Same answer, different ways. Okay. Okay, now if you ask, teacher, why don't we use y equal to mx plus c only, teacher? Okay, actually you can use both of them. Okay, both of them. But at math, highly recommend for you to use this formula. Okay, y minus k equal to mx minus h, because you learn this y equal to mx plus c before in math class. Okay, but for the normal math class, they don't learn about this formula. This formula is only applicable in at math. Okay, so practice yourself from now on. Use this formula to find any kind of straight line equation. Okay, next example. Okay, next example. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector, okay, of the line joining A32, B7, 10. Okay, listen. Whenever you want to answer about coordinate geometry question, okay, first of all, you need to understand what is the difference between parallel, perpendicular, and perpendicular bisector. Okay, perpendicular bisector over here, always remember when you see the word bisector, okay, it means that the line is divided exactly into two, equally. Okay, so meaning that bisector meaning middle. Okay, middle. Okay, before I solve this question, okay, this is just to illustrate, what kind of line actually we are looking for. Okay, so the solution. So first of all, you see, if I sketch the graph, okay, y, x. Okay, if I sketch the graph, point A 32, point B 710. Okay, this is just roughly, okay, 32, 710. So let's say over here lah. Okay, let's say point A is here, point B is up there. Okay, 32, 7, and 10. Okay, so which one actually the equation that you need to find? Is it the equation of this line AB? No. Okay, they say that the equation of the perpendicular bisector to this line. Okay, okay, now what you need to do is, like I told you just now, the moment you see the word bisector, meaning that this line AB is divided into half, exactly in the middle. Okay, what does it mean by perpendicular? Perpendicular, 90 degree. Okay, so meaning that 90 degree, so let's say middle is here, right? So there is another line. It's not straight. Okay, so there is another line here. Okay, so the angle over here is 90 degree. Okay, so here let's call point C. Okay, point C over here is represent for the midpoint. Okay, so meaning that this question, the equation that we are looking for is the equation for this red line. Okay, this red line, we are looking for the equation of this red line. Okay, so this red line is the perpendicular bisector. How to know it is right or wrong? It must be 90 degree and it must be cross exactly at the midpoint between the line, between the point AB. Okay, okay, now let's start answer this question. Okay, for this question, let's continue. Okay, for this question, the question did not ask you to draw or sketch. Okay, this one I just sketch for you to make sure you know what is the equation we are looking for. Okay, so we are looking for the red line over here. Okay, so step number 1, always remember, before you want to find the equation of the line, look the condition. The condition said we must make sure the line is perpendicular and bisector, meaning that it must pass through the midpoint. Let's find the midpoint first. Okay, so the midpoint formula. So the midpoint formula is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So use this 3 and 7. So 3, 7 divided by 2. Another one, 2 and 10. 2 and 10 divided by 2. So our midpoint is 5 and 6. Okay, so this is our midpoint here, point C. Okay, so our coordinate for C is 5, 6. Okay, now next, let's find gradient for AB first. Okay, gradient for AB. So MAB. Okay, so MAB meaning that gradient for AB. So gradient for AB, we use like previous example, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So 10 minus 2 divided by 7 minus 3. So the gradient of line AB is 8 divided by 4, which is 2. Okay, which is 2. So this is the gradient for the line AB. Okay, the line AB. But right now we are looking for the equation of the red line, which is perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular. That is another formula for the perpendicular gradient. So m1 m2 is equal to -1. We use this formula. Okay, so what does it mean by m1? M1 is gradient for the line AB. What is m2? Gradient for perpendicular line to AB. Okay, so we use this 2 put inside here. So 2 multiplied by m2 is equal to -1. So m2 is equal to negative half. What does it mean by this negative half? This is the gradient for this red line. Okay, gradient for the red line. Okay, how to know that your gradient is right or wrong? Okay, how come this is positive 2, this is negative 2? Okay, by calculation, correct lah. But in order for you to check, just double check this is right or wrong, always remember positive 2, gradient positive because the direction of the line go this way. Okay, the direction this way, positive. The direction go another way, negative. Okay, that's just to double check right or wrong. Okay, so we know already our gradient. Okay, now like I show you just now, use the formula, the new formula. Okay, y minus k is equal to m x minus h. But always remember, when you want to use this formula, y minus k equal to mx minus h, you need to decide first which one is your h, which one is your k. Right now, we got 3 coordinate. Coordinate A, coordinate B, and also coordinate of the midpoint. Okay, so this h and k, which coordinate we should choose? Is it up to you? Any coordinate we can choose? No. For this case, we must make sure follow what the question said. Okay, the question said we are looking for the equation of perpendicular bisector. They mention over here bisector. So this k and h represent the coordinate for midpoint. Okay, so how to know which one is h and which one is k? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H come first. Okay, so H followed by K. K. Okay, so H is 5, K is 6. So substitute lah inside here. So when we want to substitute, so it's going to be y minus 6 is equal to, okay, now M, we are going to use negative half or positive 2. Correct. We use negative half because the negative half is the gradient for the red line. Okay, so negative half x minus what is h? 5. Okay, so rearrange, make y as a subject. Okay, so when you want to rearrange, make y as a subject, it's up to you how to simplify. Some student, they expand negative half multiplied by x, negative half multiplied by 5. Can also, no problem. It's just about the algebra. Okay, or if you don't want to do like that, what can you do is just take these two, multiply by 6, multiply by y. Okay, so you will get 2y minus 6 multiplied by 2 is 12, then equal to, so negative 1 expand, so becomes negative 1x, negative 1 times negative 5, positive 5. Okay, I just remove the denominator to the left side. Okay, so there is no more fraction over here, so rearrange, 2y is equal to negative x, 5 plus 12, so plus 17. Okay, so y is equal to negative x plus 17 divided by 2. So this is our straight line equation of the perpendicular bisector. Okay, in terms of y as a subject. Okay, clear? Any question you can ask.